to provide a land or financing for your property, we can make this journey of becoming a property owner much smoother and faster through the products and services which we offer. Our presentation, although brief and limited in scope due to time constraints, will provide sufficient information as to how you can access your financing much faster with Assuria products. Next slide, please. Now, as you know, there are some requirements by some financial institutions for you to access a mortgage. So they will require either a fire insurance policy from an insurance company. I heard NBS indicated that life insurance is not a requirement. But my question would have been, if the person who is the mortgagee dies, what happens to the property? So that is where the life insurance company comes in. Now, in order to access information with respect to what it will cost you, the requirements for a fire insurance quote, we ask for the size of the building, so it's not necessary for you to have a valuation because we can accurately calculate what the value of the property would be. The location is very important. If there's a valuation, you could work with that as well. The use of the building, whether it is a commercial or a private residential home that you're building. You can submit photos of the building, either in construction or completed, of the sides, the front, and the back. There is no need for an inspection to be done by our officers. That information is sufficient for us to provide a quotation on what it will cost. Now, Assuria offers a selection of options for you to choose from for fire insurance. Like I said, although we do not offer land like the Central Housing Planning Authority, nor we offer financing, what we understand is that going into this venture costs a lot of money. So what we did in conjunction with the Central Housing and Planning Authority, we came up with a dream realized package. And what that simply means is that Assuria is willing to provide 50% off of the first year premium. So if your premium for a property is around $30,000 a year, you will only have to pay for the first year $15,000. Eventually, in the second year, it will now go back to the $30,000. Now, this might not seem significant, but when you're in the chore of building a property, you know the cost that is borne by those persons who are involved. We also offer another option where the $30,000 a year will be reduced by 10% each year up to the fourth year. Once there is no claim, we will reduce your premiums up to a maximum of 30%. Next slide. For persons who are seeking financing from a financial institution, some financial institution requires that you take out a life insurance on your life. Now, the life insurance goes to the value of the loan that you're taking out and for the period of the loan that you'll be having with the financial institutions. So some financial institutions offer loans from 10, 15, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. We'll be able to give you a quote very, very quickly on this. All you need to provide, and you can submit it. We'll show in the next slide how quickly you can get it. You submit your name, date of birth, gender, amount of loan, duration. And for persons who are taking out a loan for $10 million and below, and this is where our competitive advantage is, that you don't have to submit yourself to any medical examination. There is just a few questions on your health that you have to answer. We will then issue your policy within 2 days. Due to the fact that it's an easy questionnaire, we can guarantee you having access to your financing by issuing your life insurance policy within 2 working days. Next slide. Now, there's no need to come in for a quotation. You can submit your quote through our WhatsApp number, Facebook page, Instagram page, or you can visit any of our 10 locations countrywide. Next slide. Now, this company has been established in Guyana in around 11 years ago, and over that period of time, we've become the #1 general insurance company in Guyana. However, our parent has been in existence in excess of 30 years as an Assuria group, but their history also dates back to about 1895, when the first Dutch insurance company went into Suriname. Since we established our offices in Guyana, we become the first financial institution to be ISO 9001-2015 certified, and we continue to maintain our certification. As I said, we have 10 branches countrywide. We have branches in Linden, we have branches in Rosal, we have in Corriverton, we have in Perica, we have in Anna Regina, we have branches also at the Giftland Mall and the Amazonian Mall, and we have a branch in Vreeden Hoek as well. And our head office is in Church Street, 133 Church Street. So this is just a glimpse of our company. Next slide, please. Now, since the establishment of our organization, we saw it fit to give back to our policyholders who has placed their trust and confidence in our organization. We have currently members of the Central Housing and Planning Authority under our group medical scheme, and each employee in that organization, once you're part of the Assuria group, you're eligible to cast your coupon and win either a motor car, that's the first prize, then we have a motorcycle, that's the second prize, then we have an electric bicycle, that's the third prize, and we have some consolation cycles. So we want you to check us out at our booth 16. We're right here in the exhibition site. And the launch of this Merry Christmas giveaway, motor giveaway, is scheduled for the 1st of September. It will run from the 1st of September until the end of December, and the drawing will take place. So this is one of the ways that we think that we can provide or give back to our customers. Now, as persons stand on the threshold of a new chapter in their lives, your journey doesn't end here. Your property is more than just a physical asset. It's a canvas for your aspirations and a platform for building a future that you envision. You will cherish the memories you will create within those walls, and you will use this achievement of being a homeowner as a stepping stone for a greater accomplishment. So on behalf of Assuria, we would like to say congratulations to the Central Housing Planning Authority. We also would like to congratulate the government of Guyana for this great initiative. So I'm open up questions. Yes, yes.
Could I see if you can sponsor again?
Does the insurance cover appliances that are burnt inside the house?
Yes, your insurance will cover appliances as contents of your property.
I think I saw somebody.
Hi, sir. With regards to fire insurance, what is the difference in premium if, for example, if I were to take an alarm system with fire sensors and I have it in my property, or I have a fire suppression system? What's the difference in having a building, commercial or residential, with a fire system and without? Is there any discount? If so, how much?
Right.
That's a good question.
So each property is examined individually. There is a discount for persons who would have those systems in place, but the level of discount, like I said, is determined on the examination of the property. But you can get as much as around 10% discount on your premium because of having that safety system in place.
Any other? Sorry.
For the life insurance, do you guys see you die? Do you guys have like a trust system where you could see who's the beneficiary of the person that died goods?
Right. Very good question, young man. So when you're taking a loan from a financial institution, that financial institution becomes your primary beneficiary. However, you have the option of adding a secondary beneficiary to your policy. The reason being is that during the course of your loan and your repayment, the amount that you owe to the financial institution will reduce. However, your life insurance policy, the value remains the same. So if you start with $10 million as a life insurance policy, and you pay off $5 million to the bank, we will then, as an insurance company, give, on your passing, give the financial institution the $5 million that is owed to that institution. However, because you have a $10 million policy, the secondary beneficiary is now entitled to that additional $5 million. So that's a very good question.
Any other question? All right. Well,
So just in closing, I just want to ask, like just the NBS person said, who knows about NBS? I want to ask, who have a Assuria policy? You see your hands, either fire, motor, life, health insurance. Okay, so we have a couple of persons. Please visit our booth, and thank you so very much.